Hey ladies, welcome to Fitspo Bossbabes. I'm so excited to be sharing the next couple of days with you guys. This is like one of the funnest things that I get to do as an influencer, as a fitness coach, especially on Instagram. So if you're in this group, thank you so much for taking that leap of faith and deciding to do something that maybe is a little bit out of your comfort zone. I know for me, I was super afraid to do something like this. I had big dreams and I really wanted to be an influencer and to live that Instagram lifestyle where you're traveling all over the world and you're staying at fancy hotels and you're hanging out with your fit friends and your cool girl squad. That was my dream life, but I can tell you that 2.5 years ago, that is not what my life looked like. It didn't have any of this stuff. And I think that it's really easy to go to my Instagram feed and be like, I could never have that kind of life. And how did that girl start it? But here's the kicker. 2.5 years ago, I had 33 followers on Instagram and I was truly at the lowest point in my life. So if you get anything out of this group, it's you do not have to settle for the life that you have right now. And if you have big dreams, big aspirations, and you have a heart to really make a difference and to help people feel good about themselves and to live your best life, because maybe you're not living your best life right now. Maybe you're not in the best shape of your life. Maybe you're really struggling in a lot of different areas, or you're in a ton of debt, or you're just in not a good place and you have bigger aspirations for yourself. You don't want to just accept the lemons that life has given you, and you want to live a life larger than you can possibly imagine. This is the group for you. I truly believe in the law of attraction, and that when you ask for things in the universe and when you put out certain vibes, the universe will always accept you and always give you stuff back. So that's what this group is all about, is allowing you to dream bigger. And I want you guys to take this group and start thinking about the kind of life that you do want to live. Don't think about where you've come from. Don't think about things that you think are negative or will take back from you being successful in life, because you really do need to focus on your success and where you want to go if you want to get the most out of this group. The biggest gift that I ever got was the ability to dream big and to really go after my dream life and not settle for what I had in my life. I didn't have the confidence to do something like this. I could never do a video like this when I first started. So if you're thinking oh my God, I could never do what she does, I promise you, I am no special unicorn. I'm just a normal girl from the suburbs of Chicago, but really did have a little bit of belief in myself. I didn't really think that I could. I didn't think I was anything special, but I knew that I had to try. So if you're in this group, then I really congratulate you on maybe taking something, a leap of faith, and maybe betting on yourself for the first time and thinking outside of the box, because I have to tell you, it does take a little bit of a special person to make it in this business. Now, anybody can do this, but you need to have a strong work ethic and you need to have that belief in yourself. And that's who I'm looking for to ultimately be on my team. I love working with women who want to build that dream life for themselves, who love to travel, who want that freedom and have that passion to leave a legacy for their family or maybe their future family. That's where I came from. And even though I was super scared to take a leap of faith and do something like this and to start my own brand, starting from 33 followers, it's pretty unmotivating when you think about the people that have 1 million followers, but hopefully you can understand that everybody starts from somewhere. And if I, in 2.5 years, can build the brand that I've been able to do, then you absolutely can too. So a little bit about my story and where I've come from. Don't really have a background in fitness or marketing or social media, any of that stuff. And maybe a lot of you are coming into this group with a background like that. That's definitely going to give you a leg up. But I want you to know that it's absolutely not necessary if you have that to start with. What matters is the heart that you have and the work that you're willing to put into your social media to get it to that next level. And for me, I was never the type of person that worked out. I hated eating healthy, and I was never necessarily overweight. I was borderline normal to overweight, depending on what was going on in my life. Those BMI calculators, if I was doing okay in life, I would be in the normal weight range, but I would emotionally eat. And if I went on vacation or had a life crisis going on, I was definitely on that overweight bracket. But it was never something crazy where it was enough for me to do anything about it. Until I decided that I wanted to have my own kid, I just really didn't have any motivation to make a life change. And I knew that if I were to have a kid, that she would struggle with the same things that I always struggle with, like fad diets and being insecure in my body and always wearing black to cover up myself. I didn't want my future kid to struggle with those kinds of issues. And so I knew that I had to become the best example possible before I got pregnant. So I started to make a little bit of a life change, and I didn't want to do anything crazy. You know, I was just like, I'm not going to pay any money for a personal trainer, go to a gym or anything like that. I just went on YouTube and did the free workouts and go like Pinterest free workouts and do that stuff. And because I didn't really educate myself on fitness or nutrition or consistency, I was just doing random things at random times. And quite frankly, I got random results. And even though I was feeling better, I didn't really look better necessarily because I wasn't doing enough to bridge the gap, if that makes any sense. And then when I got pregnant, I still kept working out and I did like some pregnancy DVDs, but again, I wasn't eating correctly. And I kind of just went cray-cray on my nutrition, and I was definitely eating for two, and it wasn't pretty. By the time that I had my baby, I was 50 pounds overweight. I was mortified. Now I'm 4'11", okay? So 50 pounds on my small frame is like, it's a lot. It might as well be 100 pounds on somebody that's like a little bit taller than I am. So if you're a shorty like me, you totally understand what I mean. Like 5 pounds is like 10 pounds. So I just remember looking in the mirror and being terrified. Like I had become my own worst nightmare. It was just like a slippery slope to like spandex and sweatpants, and I did not want that to happen for my little baby girl. And so I knew that I had to make a change, and I knew the free stuff that I was using before was not gonna cut it this time around. So I invested into my health, into my fitness. I got some at-home fitness programs because I did not have the confidence to work out in a gym, and I also didn't like want to physically get in my car and go somewhere to work out. So I would like work out when my daughter was sleeping, and I did like a 3-month program. I got super bored of it. It was good. I got results with it, but I did get bored because I was like doing the same thing over and over and over again. So I bought another fitness program, and I did that for about like 3 or 4 months, and then I got bored of that program. And by the time that I was like 6 or 7 months postpartum, I did fit into my pre-pregnancy jeans because I was consistent enough and I was following the meal plans that these programs came with. I wasn't like having so much fun, but a seed was planted within me that, hey, I can do this. And I wasn't at my goal weight. Again, remember, my pre-pregnancy weight was not my goal weight, but I did know that I was having a lot of fun doing this. And I was following a lot of fitness influencers on social media, and I was like, it would be so cool if I could be that influencer for somebody else to get started, because they really kept me accountable while I was going through my journey. So I decided to open up my own Instagram account, and I didn't share it with anybody because I was like super embarrassed for my friends and family to see what I was doing, because again, I wasn't at my goal weight and I thought I had to have like 6-pack abs, and like I just had a lot of self-doubt. So I started sharing a little bit by little bit, so just like making friends on social media, and like lo and behold, a couple of months into it, I had 30 followers. And I was like so excited for my 30 followers. I remember the first day that I got 11 likes on one of my pictures. I was like, woo, double digits. And it, like, I was always grateful for where I was, but I knew that it wasn't enough, because I'm like, okay, so how do I take posting and like putting my workout videos and like just being nice and inspirational online to the next level where I'm creating an income from it? So I started like Googling like how to be a fitness influencer, and I started asking around, and I never really got good answers. There's a lot of information out there to like how to be an influencer, but nothing tangible, and it never really made sense, and something didn't click for me. And I just really believe in, you know, when you put something out there into the universe, it is going to give it back to you. And I remember scrolling through Instagram one day and seeing a post, probably something very similar to what you replied to get into this group. And the ad was something like, get paid to live a fit lifestyle and inspire others on social media. And I was like, okay, this could be a scam, but at the same time, what I'm doing is not working, and I'm just like open to all options at this point. So like I definitely took a leap of faith and came into a group similar to this, and definitely was skeptical. So if you come into this group and you're like, what does this girl have to say? Totally get it. I've been there too, girl. This group is for you. Ask all the questions you want, and you know, be in that safe environment, and I want you to feel comfortable to come to me. So please send me comments. You can email me, you can DM me, whatever is comfortable for you if you ever have questions about like what's going on here. But I just remember asking a ton of questions, and I'll be damned if I become another girl on social media that like post a workout video with like her perfectly placed protein powder next to it, like, I only use this protein powder. I did not want to do any sales or anything weird or like just be a salesman. Like that made me feel icky and I did not want to do that. But I did see all these other people that weren't doing that. I'm like, how the heck do you do it? And so I kept an open mind and I knew that I needed to make a change. And I knew that I did not want to go to a 9-to-5 job that was just like crushing my soul. Like I really hated what I was doing when I went back to work after maternity leave. I did not want to work in that place anymore, and I just saw my life before me like doing the same thing that my parents did and doing the same thing that everyone around me was doing, and it was just not enough. Like I wanted to live a life of passion. I wanted to live a life of freedom, of travel, and just like get to do what I want and not really struggle with money. I was living paycheck to paycheck. It was not a good situation. So I knew at that point, out of my desperation, I had to try something new. And so that's what I want to share with you guys in this group, is like get into everything that I've been doing and what I do in a day. And on day 3, we'll talk about money, how I make money, how you can make money on Instagram, and all of those questions. But what I need from you today is to please comment below. I'd love to know a little bit about you, like what brought you into this group, why you want to be an influencer, and just a little bit about you. Like I want to get to know you. I want you to get to know me. And I hope that you feel comfortable enough to be in this group and engage and like make other fit friends. I hope that you guys already see that the vibe in here is amazing. I'm loving all of your comments. I'm loving your engagement. Keep that up. It really is the whole goal of this group, to start making friends, because who you surround yourself with is everything. It truly is. And we're going to talk more about that tomorrow and like who I bring onto the team and everything. But for now, just comment below and let me know that you guys are in here. Even if it's just like, hey, hello, I'm watching your videos. Let me know that you're engaged, because that's going to come into play later on down the road. All right. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.